Yo, what's good? What it do? What's up, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok? See your boy out here getting it in, doing my morning stroll. It's already 80 degrees this morning. And yeah, I got on the sweater, the hoodie, but I got on shorts. This is how I get my little sweat in. So I'm gonna get straight to it, man, because every time I sleep on ideas, somebody steals my little ideas, right? So I've been wanting to get on here for some content and like tell my stories, because I grew up in Vegas. For those of y'all that don't know, from Kentucky, Louisville in the building, but I grew up in Las Vegas. Before I started really traveling, like everybody know, I done lived all over the place at this point, but back then, it was only between 3 or 4 states. But however, here's the point. So I said, growing up in Vegas, especially in the 90s and early 2000s, you see a lot of celebrities, man, right? A lot of celebrity encounters. And I got a lot of stories. It's different than just bumping into a celebrity and being like, can I take a picture, can I have an autograph? Versus actual encounters. So what we speaking on today, I'm gonna start telling stories about actual encounters. Then I want you to tag that celebrity and see if they remember, because these is more than just seeing somebody and like, hello. These are real encounters that can be stuck in a memory. My first one I'm gonna start with, because for some reason her name is circulating right now with the Sean Paul and Cameron and Mace thing. But however, Brandy. Brandy, I'm coming for you. Because this is a funny story that I've told, time after time. And I just got to know if she remembers it, you understand? So I'm going to get straight to it. So this was in Las Vegas at this club off Ellis Island. There used to be a little club over there. This is in the like by Harbor Island area. This is kind of like not too far from where Pac got shot. You feel me? So I'm in the club one night, me and my little crew, and who walks in? This little entourage of females, right? And I'm looking. Now, mind you, let me set the scene, right? It's a club. Jumping, music's loud, bumping, lights is dim, boom, 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 right? So, you can barely hear each other talk. Like, it's a real jumping club, and it's fat this night. So this little entourage of women walk in. I'm looking. It's about 6 chicks, if I ain't mistaken. This is some years ago. This had to be between 98, 99, maybe even 2000. I don't know. But I'm going to have to say between 98 and 99-ish, if I'm correct. So as they walk in, I kind of like, good morning. I kind of like, I'm zooming in over there like, I noticed one, right? I noticed her. So I tap my homeboy. I'm like, hey, over the music yelling, and we way across the dance floor from each other. But I tapped my homeboy beside me. I'm like, hey, that's that bitch Moesha. And he looked, and he was like, oh shit, it is. You know what I'm saying? Yelling in my ear, I'm yelling in his ear. So I'm talking about, it's almost like this bitch locked in. From way across the goddamn, I'm talking about she was way across the goddamn club, right? She starts walking towards me real slow. Talking about walking through the dance floor, walking through people. It's almost like she parted the Red Sea, you know what I'm saying? And nobody's really paying attention to this, I don't think, but my homeboys or her homegirl. So when they see her coming, they start following her as well, but they not, she's like got a little lead on them, right? So she gets up to me. She gets all the way to me. I'm talking about, she stands so close to me and just, I'm talking about in a dead face, blank face expression, everything. She gets right in my face and just stands there for a minute. I'm talking about, like, we could smell each other's breath. She was so close. She just stood like right there, right? I could have just, I could have kissed her, right? But she just looking at me right in the eye, and I'm looking at her. And I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a little bit nervous, right? 'Cause I'm trying to figure out what's going on. She's just standing there. And she said, after an awkward half a minute or so, she said, "I got you, bitch." I said, "What?" She said, "Who you calling a bitch?" And I ain't gonna lie, as gangster as I was a cold hoe right there. I was like, what are you talking about? And I had really had a mind fart. My mind really went blank. I'm trying to think, damn, when I call this bitch a bitch? And excuse my French, but you know, back then, that's just the way we talked, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, thinking to myself, when did I call this bitch a bitch? And she was like, "You said, there's that bitch Moesha. I got you, bitch." I was like, "Oh, no." And I was about to say something. I put my hand like that. She took her hand and grabbed my hand and put it down. Whoop. She said, "Plus, my name is Brandy." Then she just kept standing there while I was scrambling like a little bitch trying to figure it out. We still face to face like it's close. Awkward, but I'm looking around her because I'm thinking, what's going to happen next? Like, security or maybe her crew, they all standing back behind her trying to figure out what's going on. I look back at my boys, they all looking at me like, they doing that one thing like, whoo, like you getting punked out type shit, right? I started getting mixed. I didn't understand what was going on because she wouldn't move. She was still standing there. And I wouldn't move. And I ain't gonna lie, my heart was pounding. Yeah, Brandy had a nigga shook. She G-checked the nigga. I guess, I don't know what it was. So I'm like, my bad. I didn't mean it like that, you know. And she still just kept standing there. I'm talking about we like this, you get what I'm saying? So I don't know what to say next. She really got me shook a little bit. Good morning. Pretty dog. That white girl. Anyway, so next thing you know, like, I don't know. I'm confused now. I'm like, damn, does she like me? Does she want me to holler at her at this point? Is she being funny? Is she serious right now? Did she just check me? Like, I don't understand what's going on. It's awkward. It probably didn't last longer than 3 to 5 minutes, but to me, it was like 30 minutes. You get what I'm saying? So we just standing there still awkwardly, just like this. And I don't know. Then she says, "Brandy." And I was like, yeah, my bad, Brandy, my bad. Then she turns around and slowly walks back. She had to go through her little crew because they was all behind her. And she started walking slowly back to her, over there to her side. They turned around, looking at me up and down like I wasn't shit. And they followed her. So then, like, I'm sitting there not knowing what to do, not knowing what to say, watching this woman walk back across the dance floor after checking me with the bubble guts and shit. Like, I was probably holding my breath the whole time. Then I turn around and my crew starts clowning me. They laughing at me. They're like, you just got punked out by Brandy. It was crazy work. Good morning. So at that point, I didn't know what to do. Like, I was kind of ready to go. And then my homeboy was like, bro, you stupid. She was trying to holler at you. You know how dudes always think every time a chick speak or smile or if a bitch walk past you fart, they think she like me. But it resonated sitting in the back of my head because I'm thinking, was that the case? Is that what happened? Like, should I holler? Did I drop the ball? Was that my chance or my opportunity? Was she flirting or was she checking? You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Brandy. If somebody tag her, let's see if she remembers this shit. Brandy, let me know if you remember that encounter. I'd like to know because that was some years back, man. I'm sure you had plenty of run-ins with plenty of people. But anyway, that's all I got for right now. Like, comment, share this thing, and subscribe. Y'all ain't hitting them subscribe buttons. I need them subscribings. So, however, I am about to start doing these little stories. Because growing up in Vegas and Cali through the 90s, man, let me tell you, I seen a lot of people. Some people I just seen, it was like, hi, bye. But some people I had some real encounters with. So tune back in if y'all want to hear more. That's my encounter with Brandy. And gone.